All right, greetings in the wastelands. Freedom Phil outside of Survival Pod, and here's the topic. $1,000 USD in some of these countries that these immigrants, illegal immigrants, are coming from is actually quite a bit of money. Strategically, if I had a handful of family members, I wonder how long you could live off that. That's where I'm going with this. It's Freedom Phil, like, subscribe, and hey, turn up the video speed. And why do I say that? Because you should watch videos at higher speeds. That's why I named the channel that. Choose to upload it, you should watch it at 1.75. Let's get into it. I was sitting there listening to these people talk about people in self-deportation. They're like, well, what is $1,000? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, there's different parts. Let's just say Mexico. There's places like, I think it was something like for $1,000, it's like something like 17,000 pesos. And the rent can be in the rural areas anywhere from 3,000 pesos a month to 5,000. So let's just say 4,000. And I was thinking about that from that perspective. I'm like, well, fuck. I mean, that's like 4 months of rent for free. You're telling me you can't get back on your feet with that? But then I'm like, wait a minute. Hypothetically, let's just say you had a bunch of people all from the same country, and they're all like, okay, well, here's what we'll do. Well, I'll turn myself in this time. Like, let's just say after the money's been made for the season, like they're done doing whatever, like seasonal harvest or whatever. Because actually, the truth is about a lot of the farm workers. The farm workers come up every year and they're legal. Like people, a lot of people don't understand that. It's not just like broke people working in the fields, but like you have someone doing some illegal thing and the gig is up, nothing's working, and they're like, well, fuck. If we all strategically, turn ourselves in, let's say you got 5 people. Well, 4 people would be a year's worth of rent for some little place down in Mexico. You get 5 people, you probably got your food right there and your utilities. I'm just saying, I'm like, I see these people talking about how, like, oh God, these poor immigrants and whatnot. I'm like, can you imagine, like, if you were committing a crime, like you were literally breaking somebody's laws, rules, or whatnot, and they were like, we will pay you to not be our problem anymore, and you could live like for 4 months for free. Put that in perspective for a second. And that's assuming that it's actually 4,000 pesos or 3,000 pesos. Now, there's other countries, other denominations. How much is the USD worth there? And so that's the thing about it. I got to wonder, are there people pulling the scam? And they're like, well, what do you mean by the scam? Like, they just basically, they're like, well, we just crossed the border just to get the $1,000. It's like, I don't know, wherever there's a profit motive, there's going to be somebody doing it. They're like, well, I just made a quick $1,000, turned myself in, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. I just think it's funny. Funny how warped everything is in the sense that you have countries where it's very affordable. And, I don't know, man. I'm kind of sick and tired of the attitude. Like, America's got to literally take in all the problems of the world. I mean, I could understand just, I even have some misgivings about H-1Bs. Like, okay, if you're an H-1B, but you're a, nuclear physicist, sure, I get that. If you're an H-1B and you're a call center worker or some tech worker that we have an abundance of in America, then I got a problem with it. If you're a H-1B and you're a trucker, well, fuck you, because I'm a trucker, and I'm a little sick and tired of, like, the standards being lowered for people who just showed up yesterday, So it's like, you have all these high standards for you, an average American. You got to jump through these hoops. You got to pay for all this education. And then as far as the people that are foreigners, it's like this sob story 24/7. And I'm like, nah, fuck you. It's like, nah, dude. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it would be really funny if there was like groups of Latinos or, immigrants in general. It's not just Latinos, but obviously a large portion. And they were like, yeah, dude, if we all just turn ourselves in at different times, maybe even different places, and just lie about where we were living, we could live for like over a year or two down in the old country while trying to get legally back up here. And I think it's funny because it's like, see, that's how my mind works. I'm like, well, how can you live off next to nothing and be doing just fine? And once you figure that out, I mean, fuck, I live off $200 to $300 a month out here, if not less at times. So I just kind of like laugh about it. I'm like, man, fuck, what could you do in old Mexico? I mean, fuck, Let's say I live off $250 a month. Even $1,000 USD for me would be 4 months of living. And that's not, fuck, it'd be nice, if it wasn't for the fact I want to get a job eventually. I'd be smoking the herb down here, and, the vodka's affordable. Fuck. Just saying. Anyways, peace. Take it easy.